So, just try to follow along with me. You can tilt your head up when I give a cue to see what I'm doing real quick, and then go ahead and make it your own, basically. Be considerate of your neighbors. As a matter of fact, that drink right above your head, Joe, is that Joe? Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and move that out of the way. Be considerate of your neighbors. Be cognizant of what's going on around you as people start walking past, take care of yourself, basically, and just follow along. So, we're gonna start off. What I want you to do is go ahead and bring your legs and feet together and your arms and create some tension. Then stretch them out overhead and try to reach a bit. Then back by your side, some tension. And then back overhead. Back by your side. Couple more times. One more. And let your arms relax overhead to where they're semi-straight. And relax your whole body again. All right, now we'll do some rolling side to side and take a quick look at what I'm doing. We'll go through basically 3 rolling patterns like this while we're in a supine position. First off, we'll start off with the hand and bring your hand over so that your body follows your hand and come to a prone position. And then you can take that hand and roll yourself back over. And then go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. We'll do that 2 or 3 times. Try to focus on your body weight shifting and technically your body weight transfer as your hand is guiding the way. Feel how your body peels into the motion and peels back. And be cognizant of your breathing. All right, come back to the spot with your hands overhead. This time, use your feet. Cross a leg over, same thing. Pull yourself over. And then back. Other side. And back. Now this time, use your hips to make the motion, or let me say, use both your hand and your leg to cross over like this, and your hips should follow. And to go back, press up on your forearm and your knee to let your hips guide the way back over. And the other side. Do another set of that. All right, from there, go ahead and bring your arms directly out to your sides, perpendicular to your body. Bring up your feet to put your feet flat near your buttocks, but not too tight. And this time, you're going to roll over by taking one leg and crossing over the knee and letting your trailing arm come straight over the top. And then you just touch the other palm. And then take your arm and peel yourself back to the other side. And we'll do that a couple of times on each side. Once you're done with the couple, this time go ahead and let your feet press together, sort of like a butterfly position. And this time, take a look at this. Just go ahead and let yourself peel to one side and then back to the other. Just do that a couple of times there. And then back to center. Go ahead and bring your feet up again to a flat position and elevate your hips so that you have a bit of a bridge going. And you can go ahead and scoot your shoulders on a bit, underneath a bit, and just hold that for a few seconds. And then down and up a few times. And if you like, you can cross over and touch the opposite side with your hand. And naturally let your arms fall where they need to be, where they need to support. Elevate your hips as you reach back and touch over your shoulders. All right, once you're done with that, you can go ahead and from this position, with your feet still flat on the deck, you spread them out just a little bit further downwind. Go ahead and start to roll to one side, using your elbow and forearm as a prop, and then back to the other side. You can see my feet are basically staying in the same area. You're just kind of rolling down from one side to the other. A lot of variations you can do. Nothing's necessarily wrong. So if you want to throw in variations to this motion or any other, feel free to do so. All right, well, we'll take it a little bit up a little bit higher. And check this out. Kind of touch with both knees to the other side. If you can, try to eliminate any bumpy type of jarring movements to where you collapse onto something, onto your elbow, or onto your hips, your lower back. Try to eliminate that. It'll make a much more pleasant experience. You can take it up a little bit more, even coming to quad position. With a nice neutral back. Head in a neutral position. All right, then back to your back. All right. Now we can elevate the feet a bit and get a little bit of rocking in. You can rock like this, or you can challenge yourself and keep your feet up and balance on your buttocks. Now let's get a little bit of rotation going and use your body to move in a complete circle to one side and then in a circle to the other side. 360 degrees.
That's a lot harder on the core than I think.
Yeah, all right. And once you're there, at your base, come back up to a bent sit position. That's like this. All right. Okay. Then go ahead and use this position. Get some rotation in. A few times on each side. Then go ahead and reach back. Extend your body just a bit. Now let's go to a long sit. Do a similar thing, just to spread it out. Make sure you're still breathing. same thing. Reach out a bit, counterbalance, challenge yourself. You can keep your feet on the deck, or you can challenge yourself and elevate your feet and balance in your buttocks, wherever you like to be. Okay. Let's go over and get into a figure 4. And switch to the other side. A couple of times here. And try to elevate your body just a bit and get into that position. Alright? Now let's bring it up a bit. You can use your hand to post and put yourself in a position. And back to the other side. Or if you feel like it, you can go ahead and use just your body, your lower body and core to elevate yourself. There we go, that's it. All right, and then back down to a bent sit. And we'll come into the side bent sit. Move around a bit if you like. Extend yourself. Discover some areas in there. Switch to the other side. Same thing. Find out where you like to discover things. Then we'll go ahead and just cross sides, reverse our side bent sit. And if you're able to, obviously you don't have to use your hands. Just keep your feet flat the whole bit. Still, it's a warm-up. We're not trying to be too strenuous. Just trying to enjoy yourself while you're moving around. Okay. Straighten the legs back out into a long sit. Just ease yourself up. You don't have to stay there too long. Just to get a little bit of dynamic movement. Warm the body up and hands some more. Cross leg. Just go ahead and reach forward. You can put your feet on the deck, or excuse me, your hands on the floor to support yourself, or you can leave them elevated. Then change your cross. Go ahead and put your feet together. Bring your feet in. Move around a bit. Okay. Now put your hands behind you and post up. Try to work some of that out. All right. Go ahead and grab your feet again. If you want, you can go down further if you have that ability. And then back to post. This time, if you can, use your fingertips. Elevate yourself even higher. And then back down. All right, you can come to a kneeling position. Kneeling, and then up. All kneeling. Back down and kneeling. Let's do that a few times. Let's go ahead and stretch out. And if you have the ability, you can go ahead and do a nice moderate set, 5 push-ups. If not, you can just hold a plank. That's good too. Once you're done with that, back to your kneeling position. Back to tall kneeling. This time, lift the knee. We'll hold it for about 10 seconds or so. Or whatever you can. All right, and then switching legs. And then back down, kneeling, and back out to some push-ups. This time, if you like, wide grip. Back to kneeling. Then shift your body weight side to side. If any of this stuff is painful for you, you're definitely going to have to follow this track. You can use your hands as props to help you with the motion. Nothing wrong with that. Again, train where you're at, progress slowly. All right? Then back into some more push-ups. For those that are able, do diamond push-ups, where your fingers come together in this fashion. Create a diamond for some tricep push-ups. Back to kneeling. All right. And then this round, we'll go ahead and do some of the split squatting and extending out into a lunge. And come up and reach forward. And then switch legs, reach forward. And then take a bit of an angle, 45 degrees out to the side. And then the other side. Then directly to the side. And watch how your foot position, your legs, your position changes depending on the angle that you're reaching for. They're all not going to be exactly the same. Then backwards. And then the other side. Back down to kneeling. And then fingertip push-ups, if you can. Then back to kneeling. From here, let's go ahead and plant our hands down on the deck and come to a flexed foot kneeling. This is where the toes curl under. Into the tall flexed foot. Back down. Still breathe. If you're feeling pain and it's unjust, you don't have to feel the pain. You can just modify the movements. Again, not a big deal. You could be in a position like this. A lot of variations. All right. So up again. And back down. All right, hands forward. Now go ahead and press up the deck so that you are moving between a quad position, or excuse me, a kneeling position, and a deep knee bend position. Again, looking to flex the toes of the foot. Then come to a deep knee bend position. Hold that for a few seconds. All of this stuff should be relaxed, nice and relaxed. Your posture is upright. This is so relaxed that all the tension is in here. Right? Okay, now down to each side. Just take a bend, move to the other side. Let's just go through that for a few. Spread the feet out. Be able to move to each side. You can challenge yourself to stay low in between, or you can rise up higher. Depends on what you want to do. All right. I think we'll stay on that track. So from here, let's go ahead and move up to a quad position. I'll tell you what, knees back on the deck, we'll take it gradually. From here, let's go ahead and move into a crawl position where you're taking 3 crawls up, 3 crawls back, 3 crawls up, nice, easy, and back. Now, elevate your knees so you have 4 points of support in the same thing. 3 crawls up, 3 crawls back. And up. And back. All right, come back to this position with a deep knee bend. And let's stretch it out and back. If you move your hands further out, you get more length in your body. You walk it back, and you can assume a deep squat position. All right. Walk it around just a bit. Back to a deep squat position. Walk it around just a bit. Back to a deep squat. All right. Let's move around a bit more to where you elevate your hips a bit. Just try to take a little bit of motion as you crawl around the floor a bit. And gradually over time, your hips become higher. You have less support on your hands. You're moving around to the point where your hands are off the deck. And you're in a hinged position and walking and moving. And you raise a little higher. Again, keeping the neutral back, protecting your spine, forwards and backwards. Elevate some more. Still moving around, forwards and backwards, laterally. Standing more erect. More erect. Moving from 4-foot walking to heel to toe. Still walking backwards and forwards. And shake it off. Well done.